Listen, to those who held me to Angela Rules, Lily, for those who held me to Hassan, for those who held me to CJ, this channel is fucking bullshit with the Isaiah. When the Mootrix versus Isaiah fucking came out, I wanted to see your crowd reactions to each and every video. This channel is absolute bullshit, okay? So, with that being said, alright? Literally, what is the purpose of this alternate timeline? Why did you give Eris half the BET? Literally, have people like Demetrius, according to everybody, required the full BET just to get them the up and down in domestic violence, okay? Literally, so what you don't understand, literally, is my life got so chaotic, literally, because what happened, a couple years ago was I became this DB superstar that was famous for rapping like Fabulous, but it was a twist. He put a girl with a Goku shirt playing the piano in his music video along with a T-Rex, literally, and he called it a moment in time. What he didn't know is that it was a moment in history called cringe. Back, literally, what I told you, literally, freshman year, when fucking I wore curly hair, fucked a girl named Jennifer. Literally, her name, coincidentally is Lopez. But the beauty of it all right, the beauty overall is that you didn't understand that what I tried to tell you had to do something with the fucking millennium, and the whole reason why Reckless Show and everything else is on there was telling you that Eris is one of the fucking calling network no more. Now Eris is fucking girls in school. Yes, guys, literally, even though junior year where it came to frequency, literally, that feeling went away. Literally, when I was a freshman, concrete when I was in high school, I was fucking girls in school. There's a joke about that. It's a Wrigley Tube fucking show. Literally, where fucking Piccolo's talking to fucking Great Saiyaman Gohan, saying, "Oh, you fucking girls in school. You fucking girls in school. No, you're still jacking off. It's true. I'm trying to let you know." So the reason why I'm trying to tell you this is because you didn't know, literally, that I see this shit go by every single day. What you did was it gave him the tolerance, literally, to go get Concrema down the street, which is ice cream, by the way. That's what cops don't want me getting. They're fucking retarded. They don't understand I cut the situation in half, and literally, an old man yelling downstairs, literally fucking called out what was home. Alright, so it takes a lot of tolerance to buy a Concrema ice cream bar. Alright, there are different brands, and Concrema just means ice cream. Alright, so that being so, literally, he was getting one on the way to steal my every single morning when that guy Defenders came out, alright? Which is bullshit, alright? Literally, because what you don't understand, literally, is that eventually, see, he had to talk about brackets, compare brackets to his balls, okay, anyway. But what you did was you put him in a situation, literally, that made the same, literally, as the original timeline. You just added something. You wanna know why? What is the meaning of this alternate timeline? They took away the cousin. Alright, they took away the pussy and they took away the intent. The reason why, alright, they took away their cousin, guys, because they corrected, somebody at earlier age. So what happened, literally, when we faced our uncle, we faced our family, the Mexican violence was, we used the cousin, because the cousin corrected us in the fight, because he was a fighting class right under us. And when we got older, we understood that we were men, literally, that we were fighting all men around the world, and that we couldn't deal with a girl, literally. But let me show you, when you're slipping, when you're not going for this, when you're not using standard for your daughter to correct, literally, what a little girl does, alright? Literally, so it's true. Literally, so in the old world, what a cousin would do is he would creep up on you, and you would not get a single street statement, literally, in a fight. Literally, wonder why? Because your cousin listened to the auntie. What the auntie told her, literally, was blue is big, red is big, exactly what you're following in the hood in the future, alright? Literally, and so what that did was that big gang's mad, that big gang's confused, because they wanted a high school reaction out of him. They wanted something out of him, what they didn't understand, literally. Was not only did they take the same saying, all right, literally, that made him recognize that literally fucking there's something different, because 9 times out of 10, the mother of the autistic child literally is a bear through a study regression, and the auntie is still playing around with street shit. Literally, my mom was an accountant, all right, literally, so her son had autism. Literally, he went to school. Literally had troubles in school. Literally, but then he got a great career afterwards. I have a great rap career, sort of, but the truth behind it all. Okay? The truth behind it, literally, for all millennials, okay, is that you need to understand, alright? That, literally, when you take away, the meaning of the cuss, you don't understand that she corrected him at current age, because what you did was you made him the hero. Instead of really holding on to hormones, being preferred, watching things like porn, literally growing up, literally, with absolutely no autistic struggles, you made him the hero. You made him go down the street, literally, ride a skateboard, literally, you're not supposed to skateboard a little kid with your autism and the overall skateboarding is supposed to be above you. Literally, so his skateboarding, he's talking to a girl like Maya. Literally, so it's still not times that temperature playing around with the formula. What you're doing, literally, is you're letting him cat back. Literally, I heard when she's joking and stuff like that. So what she does, literally, is she jokes with fucking composure, literally talking about the blue character of the show. Literally, when you're just asking her how her day was, you're just asking this, and that. Literally, when grandma's fucking saying shit, she's like, oh, you like her, that's what you do on the street, but let's get to a point. She literally says, in the alternate timeline, that your biggest flaw in socializing, you say the right thing at the right time. Literally, which is what they got from me when I was talking about rapping, when people are doing everything, alright? Which is stupid, alright? That's why they didn't understand the literally fucking sports and everything, literally, where autism has more intuition, okay? Literally, so what you did was you made them literally fucking because of the alternate time, like sports stand out, but they tell you the catch 22 about autism, literally fucking rappers, everything, fucking girls or everything. So what the alternate timeline does is it puts emphasis on certain shit, literally, and that happened because we weren't willing to be a man. And guess how I figured this out, literally, back when I was recognizing that in my timeline, the early 2000s, while I was watching cartoons with heavy color correction like Teen Titans, right? Literally, that they're not coincidence, that they connected to nuclear energy and NASA in outer space. And it was around the time when the legendary Blood Gang literally used their wit, literally got everybody to got everybody to riff of God, literally, and started using superpowers, literally, ever since then. They used superpowers a little bit in the 1970s, but they still had that, and they still had intuition, because back then they had to be real people. Alright, literally, so that's why this all fucking fell. Because the reason why we have an up the timeline is because your generation that grew up in 2000 with your blood, literally all used fucking superpowers all the way to a point, literally, when it came to my time to shine, literally, when me and my uncle actually kind of faced, alright? I don't view that face, I view it as, on one side, a fucking match. This is Gas Story 2, alright? Because what they do is that they call out what I have. They call out me dance where Invisible Girl. When my uncle downstairs, the guy wears every street statement, but he knows there's more to that because of the military, alright? Literally, so, what you didn't understand is because he's been to the military, it's because he's took a being from his brother on paper. Literally, he's surpassed autistic tree on paper, literally, so you don't get him with anything. You don't get him with any grown man statement. It's that when you understood the reason why he was there is because he broke up with your auntie, alright? So it's true. Literally, the reason why we have the alternate timeline is the exact same reason why we don't have men. We don't have realistic men that want real things in life. Literally, that's why the company, they understand you want something on top of something. You want to go out to places. You want to go out, literally eat good food and know what the event was about. You didn't just want to go out and show out, which is what I do in the old world. Before I got to the hood at Alpha and Omega, I knew that literally when you're in the FTN mob, when you do a dance in school, you're in a gang. You're not there to fucking learn. You're not there to go to school. You're there to tell autistic kid to join the gang. Literally, and that's it. Literally, that's why you spank. That's why you do everything. That's why you do everything. Get kicked out of school. Literally, and that's the whole point of the reason why gangs feel more wholesome, literally, than organic white people, because gangs call out white people. They call out, you see his whole government sequence where he's not willing to fight back, this, and that, this thing is so stupid, literally, he's not able to clobber, literally, thinking something on top of something like us, that's why we rebel against the government, and that's what makes people, lovely, when it comes to gang, literally, and the only thing, that's the problem is a gang has no tolerance. Literally, a gang has no, discipline. Literally. And how you correct the gang. Literally, if you want to fight so badly, then join World War II, join the fucking military. It's true. Literally, what happened all the time is so fucking fucked up that literally what I'll do was I'll do the half BT when people do the full BT all the way to a point. Literally, when around the time when I got labeled a predator, literally, me and Lamaya actually did this BT shit, literally, when we were around fucking 24. Literally, what ends up happening, right? And she's like, what the fuck, literally, I did the whole BT in front of you. I'm still holding on to my stars and such, right? Literally, just that. Then I walk off, literally, damn, my family's career is out the window. It's fucking stupid, guys. Literally, the whole reason why this alternate timeline exists is why we can't be men, alright? Because you don't want real people, literally. I can't fucking believe it. You can't hold on to teenage and propaganda forever, literally, because you don't understand that somebody abusing the autistic person doesn't have the same tool, alright? Literally, there's a lot more to this video. Let me gather my thoughts. Like I said, literally, you didn't understand that autistic people literally delayed something. Literally had delay what come to common sense like sports and going out and doing other things. Because in the old world, literally, autistic kid literally was slow when it came to general subjects and couldn't get into things like skateboarding due to, having a chemical imbalance in their brain. Literally ignored something amazing. Literally, what you do is you call out a toothpick for skateboarding. Literally, because how you get good at things and how they trap autism is you have to do the same thing over and over again. And what autism, 9 times out of 10, literally wants to be the best at the right time. Literally, don't think autism is a problem. At the original timeline, not the autism one, that is bullshit. alright? Literally, it got to everybody. It got me, where it got the drama class, literally, where I am being the Western. Literally, and where Adrian, literally, where his brother, it happened as soon as it came out with the sour Skittles. Literally, I'm telling you, it's all that shit. Literally, it's hard to be a fucking teenager, this, and that. And there's a sequence where it comes to blood, literally, where there used to be junior years in high school, literally, where you would go to a blood bank and one person do the same fucking move as you, literally, over and over again, but he would do it way farther, literally, way cleaner into the world, not 100%. That's retarded. I'm not going there. But anyway, he would do, a move, literally, that was cleaner that would blow your mind. Like, literally, when the daddy tells you dance and everybody dances, he'll do a fucking move with his toothpick, alright? Literally, so he will come up to him and he's like, how'd you do that move? How'd you do that move? Literally, he's like, literally, I have my shit. Literally, I told you to blood me. Literally, I have all this shit. Literally, and let me tell you something. Literally, that's a fucking lie. Literally, because that's exactly what happened, literally, to Adrian's family. Because wanna know why? They were a real family, literally, and they said, yo, we come from Roof of the Bills, this and that. When he's talking about shit, that means actual shit, guys. And that's why blood is the shit again, because they literally gives you tools, literally, to improve. Literally, that's what happens. Literally, you get kicked out of blood, you get cripped, you can fall back, literally, about what you've previously done. Literally, but on both timelines, it's still your son, which is why you're still retarded. So it's true. It's completely fucking true, because, what comes, to out of shape of it. Literally, fucking what happens, literally, is cartoons, literally, that aired on Premium TV, that may not be, literally, are aired on other times, literally. This shit is so out of whack. There was a movie, literally, when Alex was listening to a song of friend Amy, literally. It was a rap game, by the way, where Lil Ernst wanted to listen, literally, he's in the own little world, literally. He literally did this, literally, and imitated fucking Rudo. What he did on paper, literally, is that he was in the Godfather, and then he let himself go. Literally, it's true. It's literally, it's so fucking stupid, literally, and, it all happened literally when I was a mainstream rapper like Fabulous. You got inside. So he said literally, you got inside while playing gun, and that's where you didn't recognize that Fabulous was strong. So I'm not talking shit to anyone in the video. I'm not talking shit to anyone. I don't want to have fun with everybody, literally. But that means you're more autistic in that part of the situation. All right. It's true. It's completely fucking true. Literally, fucking God knows it. All right. Literally, fucking now fucking there's a delay, alright, literally, in what you made, what all the time I swore is that you still made 9 times out of 10, but you allowed autism literally to get in between, which sir never got in between, literally, because the whole point of being in regular ed is that you're a higher weight class. I hope you get just this video. I hope you understand that CJ is here literally through all this shit, because what happens, I'm supposed to make my uncle, Tommy, Steve for American Dad, so he can be Uncle Stommy and Brickhouse Bandit, literally, which is a mirage that flows across the cosmos, literally, that I'm not able to see yet. So I may see, tomorrow, literally, I'm a 1-year-old, I may see this and then, all I know is that it's a big ass fucking mirage. The reason why all timelines is at once is because you want to be morally gay. Literally, a real person's got to stand up to your shit. Literally, that's why a real person, you see how they stood up to Eric in high school when he was trying to get over, trying to fuck with his girls in 150. A real person stands up to manipulation. A real person really has background guys that comes from a bigger family, a richer family. So you don't understand that principle, and I'm out.